Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Railroader. I believe this is episode number 39 in Season 1. It's been a hot minute since we played. But if you caught the recent live stream I did where we were working the railroad, I thought it'd be fun to take the big old Santa Fe here and just make a sweep. We've got a few cuts of cars. I've got a bunch at East Whittier that all need to go back to the interchange there at Sylva. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. I'm going to drive the big steamer. That's what I'm trying to say. And we're just going to pick up some cars and we'll end up with a big old train back at Sylva. So let's get started. Turn the interface back on. And we're going to hop back in the loco, which you do with that key. There we go. I got to remember how to play this game. I'm a little rusty. The passenger train is back at Sylva, so don't have to worry about that opposing us. You can see it's 436. Nothing else is on the railroad, so we should be clear to head out, in theory. We just got to get some switches lined up here. Click in the right spot. And let's see, we got a green there, so that should be good. I do have a flare down here that I forgot to clean up. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of driving, and then I'll probably let the AI take over. But we've got 16 cars, just over 1,000 tons here. Of course, 14 of that is behind the engine. We've got plenty of coal. I just filled up with water on the live stream, so we're full on water. I do need to take the handbrake off of the engine. And then it looks like we need to get some air in the train. Let's go do that. If I shift click, that'll work the angle cocks for me. And then I'm liking this new feature where you can just right click on a car. And you get that little context menu pop up. You can take the handbrakes off. It saves you zooming in and hunting down where the handbrake is on the car itself. All right, let's get on out of here. A little bit of steam on. And I guess I had to move that, get the brake off. I thought it was on 0, but it wasn't. Rolling backwards there, Chief. Get a little more steam on. There we go. All right, let's watch this big monster take off up the grade. Very nice. Get centered back on the locomotive. Gotta love all the moving parts on the steam loco. For daily driving, I prefer diesels. I'm more of a modern guy, but there's definitely some romance and some mechanical wizardry to the steam locos. All right, we can start backing off on this guy a little bit as we gain speed. And I don't think I turned my headlight on. Oh, I do have my headlight on. Get that on full. All right, let's give her the beans. There we go. We're off to the races. She's really talking to us now. I think maybe they've worked on the plumage and the sounds since I played. I think track speed is 35, if I remember right. So we'll ease up on the old throttle there. It's a joy to behold. All right, I'll try to get some some shots as we head on down the road, but I'll meet you over in Bryson where we're going to pick up some cars. Go ahead and change this over to AI Road 35. I think, well, if I just put that on max, yeah, it is 35. We'll just keep it on 35 then. We'll let the AI manage it. And I'll see you in a bit. And here we are in Bryson. So we need to pick up this little cut of cars. So I'm going to drift to a stop and we'll just tack those on here to the front of the train. And then we'll be on our way all the way over to East Whittier. Give the station agent a little how do you do. Alright, we go ahead and put that on and we'll see how she feels about stopping. A little bit of air on. We're only 1,000 tons, so not super heavy. So over at East Whittier, we've got, I don't know if it's twice as many cars, but it's a full siding at East Whittier, full of cars ready to go. There's probably even a few more I may have to tack on from the lumberyard because they may be ready to go by now. And let's see, let's go ahead and dim the front light. And we'll just let her roll to a stop here. That'll do. Throw a couple of handbrakes on just in case. And then we're going to want to sneak in here. Turn that off. Pull the uncouple pin. Got to release the cylinder cocks. My bad. Luckily, that doesn't matter. It's just aesthetics. Like we're down to 94% on this thing. I don't know how often you have to. You have to oil any of the running gear. Just the axles on cars. May just be the axles on cars. I'll give her a quick once over. We get this train hooked up. The camera controls are still a little awkward. I kind of wish they were not quite so awkward. I need to get used to them again. It's because they want to pivot around a point out in the distance. So it's different from most games. You got to get back in the groove. Just makes it a lot awkward that you have to like zoom in and out to change where your rotation point is. Well, I guess it doesn't change the rotation point. It changes your arm of momentum, or I don't know. Some physics term I can't think of right now. Alrighty, let's take you off. And it looks like we got a couple different places where the angle cocks need set. There we go. Picking up another, what, 5 cars? Yep, 5 cars. Be 1,400 tons, which is nothing here for the big Santa Fe. But once we pick up the huge cut at East Whittier, I think it's going to be feeling it. Just walk her on back here to stately 5 miles an hour. I'm not used to the steam engine, so I don't want to get too crazy with the speeds. End up breaking something. That ought to do her. Go ahead and knock the handbrakes off. Good solid couple. Alright, we are stopped. Let's let the air pump up, and then I'm going to actually get up and we'll just go take a quick look at the train here. The loco, anyway. Is there any... I don't think there's any oiling on the engine itself. Oh, no, there is. Is there just one big, like, oiling points? Okay, cool. That's nice. We don't have to go through and, you know, oil each individual point. There's just oiling points. And then it says left mouse click to oil. Oh, look at that. That's fast. Okay. Well, we'll just go ahead and top that off then. The cars should be pretty close to full because they've mostly just been sitting. Let's go check the back of the train here. Yeah, those are all doing pretty well. Still 95%. We'll call that good. All right, I'm going to hop back in the cab the easy way. And we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. So we're up to 1168 tons. Not as much as I thought. I was miscalculating. And I need to get routed out of here before I get too far along. Should give us a green. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn that over to the AI road crew. Let them go 35 if they can. I usually limit the freight trains to 30. I kind of let them get a little over 30 on the way down here. And then I need to go clean up switches and stuff. So I'll do that, and the train's going to head over to East Whittier. And I'll see you over there to pick up a bunch more cars. We're going to about double the train length, I think. Alrighty, here we are pulling into East Whittier. Got a bunch of cars to pick up. I really like the horn on there. I don't remember what horn that is. I'd have to go look at it. Inspect, equipment, customize. Southern Long Bell 3 chime. Some of you probably already knew that. All right, let's get some speed off. So we're picking up this big cut here. It's all headed down to Sylva, except for that. I need to remember to stop at Wilmont. I accidentally got that in the cut somehow up here to East Whittier. Yes, I like tooting the horn. Or the steam whistle. Sorry, it's not a horn. super stretched out. Okay, let's set a couple handbrakes. You know the drill. Come on now. Remember that awkward camera I was talking about? Alright, close you, pull the pin. And let's go get the rest of this train. Alright, we need to throw you, and we need to throw you. Forgot to dim my headlight as we took the siding there. I don't know what the rules are. I'm sure it varied by railroad. If I'm doing switching, I try to dim it, or if I'm waiting on a siding, we'll put her on dim. Uh-oh. Braked a little too soon there. There we go. We need the light to see where we're going. Probably not. Here's the awkward part again. You gotta like swivel around and... Oh, we got angled cocks on the back of the train? Yep, sure enough, we're blowing air into the atmosphere. Come on, you. Close. There you go. We also have a handbrake on down here. Should have checked that before I hooked air up to the engine. Alright, we need to build up air. Then we can get this cut moving. So here we're picking up 28 cars. So with the engine and tender, 30 cars, 1,800 tons. Decent little bit of weight. Takes just a little bit here to get that air pumped up. What a sight. That's a good F-12 right there. Alright, I think we can probably move. Oh yeah, feel the power in those chuffs. Alright, let's get center back on the engine, and we can rotate around it. A little bit of squealing protest as we come through the switch there. Those long driver axles. We'll do about 10 miles an hour. I need to get a whole big head of steam going here. I have a little bit of a grade. I didn't even check the grade coming out here. Yeah, a little bit of a grade. We'll have to keep some power on. We're going to go nearly down to that signal. Before she's all said and done. And then, where is Wilmont? Is that the next stop down? Yeah, it's right after Thomas Valley. So I need to remember we got a set out there. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It may be a long one, so settle in, grab a beverage and a snack. We're gonna be working our way down to Sylva. But really, once we do the drop off at Wilmont, it's just cruise on into Sylva interchange, and then figure out where to put all these cars. All right, that's good right there. Should have gravity helping us on the way back here. So we had just over 1,000 tons, I think. So we're going to be up around 3,000 tons, which the mighty Santa Fe should be able to handle. Now we got that one grade, I think, heading up into the tunnel. Or if that's down here, I forget where exactly the tunnel is. It might be right before Cowie. Oh, too abrupt. Rookie at the controls. Give her a mighty shove. Let some brakes bleed off before we give it a mighty shove. I want to break something. Come on, train. There we go. That'll do. Oops. All right, get you laced up and then knock off these handbrakes. Then I need to let air pump. We do have those released, just making sure. I'm gonna let air pump and then we'll get headed out of here. We're nearly pumped up. I'm gonna go ahead and give AI control. Tell them to head on out of here. And we'll just enjoy the show. We're approaching Wilmont, and we'll be making a stop here. We do need to drop off that one car. It's a little bit awkward, but I made a mistake. I took it up to East Whittier, forgot to drop it off on the way up. It's been sitting up there, so it needs to get dropped off here. Get some nice sounds there as the train rolls by. The exhaust is very bally, for lack of a better term. It's very clumpy for some reason. It wasn't like that earlier. Alright, so he is going to come to a stop because I put a flare down here. But let's switch that over to manual. Get rid of that flare. And where was this car? So it's this brown box car. And it goes on that little track over there. Alright. So we need to get that brown box car down here quite a ways. So we'll just chug on ahead. Keeping her nice and slow. Got that brown guy right there. Wilmont house track. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, set a handbrake here. And I want to close that. If that'll just drift, or if we need to give it some encouragement. I need to give her a little encouragement. A lot of air coming out of the train back there. Be a little tricky switching with 1,400 tons, but we'll get it done. It's been an hour in game. Gonna lose some daylight here. A little aggressive on the brakes. I'm still learning. I've got a few hundred hours, I think, in this game, but still too much muscle memory from Run 8 and big, massive modern trains. So I still mess up the braking on this smaller stuff. Let's double check. We are indeed coming back to this little spot right here. And there's not much room for error. So this should be interesting. think we can do that. I think we can make that work. All right, independent set. Set the handbrake on you. Roll on forward. Accidentally click on that? Is that why it was open? Or is it just, maybe it just opened some of this? Okay, now we just need to grab the rest of our train and get on our way. Not too far back. Go to this view. Can I go back to that view? Okay, yeah, that takes me back to floating camera. Too much brake. Keep coming back. Gotta have enough force to set the coupler. I think that'll do it. Maybe. Oh, no. That's like as close as you can get and not actually make the couple. Like it's literally touching. There we go. All right, release you, lace you up. All right, let's hop back in the cab. Let's get some air in this thing. And we're going to head on out. Eventually. We don't have that much further to go. We're sitting here at Wilmont. We just got to go down through Barker's, Cowie, and then Dillsboro and over to Sylva, and then we should be good. Just double check that we do indeed have the switches lined up properly. I was doing some switching earlier with the SW1. I think that's all set and out. The passenger train is over here on its siding. Let's double check through here that we're good. He's off on the branch, and then we can pull into the main, which should be clear. Actually, I wonder, we probably ought to pull into this siding. And then we can drop whatever's left in the middle. All right, pump air, and then we're going to get out of here. Actually, I had a thought while I was sitting here. Does the AI pump air any faster? I don't think so. But we'll leave it up to Mr. AI when he feels it's appropriate to pull out. Any day now. Do you ever get tired of looking at steam locomotives? I don't think I do. Wait for it. All right, I'll see you down in Sylva. And here we are at last. Down to Sylva interchange. I've got the AI coming in here at restricted speed. And I'm going to have him stop once the cars are up here. Oh, this camera is so awkward. It's been like that since release, so I guess they're sticking with it. All right, we'll have him come to a stop. Should have told him to stop a little earlier. We should have plenty of room. So let's knock some handbrakes on here. Zoomed in. Close that. If we stick this other cut, does it fit over there? No, not with those other cars. The problem with this arrangement is your engine is then trapped until the next morning. So I kind of wish there was another runaround track or something. But it'll do. All right, stop. Whoa, stop. All right, we'll have you back up. Put a flare there just so we don't get too carried away. There he is. He's coming on back. And if there's anything left over, we'll stick it over on this track. So what do y'all do? Do you stop your train over here in Sylva and like get the engine on the other side? There is one runaround track here. It's not really big enough, and that's the only runaround because this part doesn't connect. Oh, let me know in the comments what do y'all do down here at Sylva? Or do you just leave your engine on the other side? I'd like to get him out of here and turn somewhere. I don't remember where I turn this. I have to go all the way down to the turntable. I don't think there's no Y, so we have to go all the way back up here to turn around. Not even there. All the way up here. Guess to get serviced and turned around. Hey, it'll fit. Look at that. All right, you're fine. Stop there. We're good to go, sir. Apply some handbrakes. Got paid. Nice little chunk of money. Get slid down here. And no, we need to close this guy. Somehow. There we go. Have him pull up. Let's have him pull up there. Out of the way, and job is done, finally. I don't know how long this is going to be until I get it edited together. If you stuck out here till the end, congratulations. And I appreciate you watching. That'll be it for this one, folks. We'll get some more Railroader at some point in the future. I'm not sure when, just kind of as I have time. And I do occasionally live stream. If you missed the live stream, you can go check those out over in the live section of the channel. I do occasionally just live stream some Railroader where we're working the railroad and getting stuff done. So thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.